Oh, the light just disappeared. I want to confirm with the light and actually shine it through the shutter curtain and see where the pinholes are and confirm that my suspicion is correct and that's what's actually wrong with the camera. Hopefully I do not screw it up. So with that, let's go ahead and jump in and try to fix it. Also, there is one other thing too, and that is the film counter here will not rotate. So something's going on there. It rotates with the shutter, but it's not functioning properly, so I was not able to set the film counter on here. Let's try to fix that while we're at it, see if we can figure out what's going on with that. I think it's just a matter of removing these 4 screws out here, removing the mount here. There may be some more screws underneath there. The screws here on the top and the back right here, and I believe this should slide right off. So let's just go ahead and do that. This is a toolkit I'm going to use. It's a iFixit. I use it quite frequently actually. 1.5 should do just fine. We'll see. Another reason why I like these here, not to get sidetracked, but it's got a magnetic grip to it, so it holds the screws, which is very, very nice. All right, so I'm going to place the screws over here in an area in the same configuration that I'm taking them out. That way, if none of the screws are the same, okay, that one came right out. Good. Okay, it just came out just fine as well. Okay, turn the camera over. The screw right here in the back. And this one here. It does appear at a quick glance that all the screws are the same. I don't know if anything else has got to come apart or not. Let's go ahead and see if this will work here as well. Once again, nice and easy. And these screws are different, of course. There we go. At a glance, that one looks the same as the other mount screw. Oh, should be paying attention there. Something just fell out. Okay, this is a... Just gonna let that be for a moment. Try to pay a little more attention instead of just unscrewing here. That's a little mount that holds it in. There's probably something on the front that's gonna fall apart here too, so let's see. Okay, it's loosened up. Hopefully I do not mess this camera up, you guys. Like I said, I don't think it's necessary to take it apart, but I feel that it needs to be done. And this thing's actually shimmed. Okay, so that's something to be aware of. That's gonna be critical. Make sure I don't mess that up. I'm going to pay very, very close attention to where these are, these shims. See if I can lift them out as a group. There's that mount there. I'm going to go ahead and take that out. That's what holds the mount in the bottom there. Yeah, let's see if... I don't want to push anything too hard. Let me go ahead and pull this out as well. Not sure if I'm missing something. I was assuming that part would stay and just the case would... Oh, there's another screw right here. I missed it. It's right in the center. It's just got some dirt in it. Well, that makes a lot of sense because there was 3 in the back. So, okay, so there's another mount there. I'm glad I'm recording this. That way I can... make sure I get everything back in the proper order. I'm a little worried about the shims though. And when I look inside right here, I can see 1 screw going into the wall here. So I think this might be it. Okay, so there is definitely a screw right there. Now hopefully, oh, there we go. Now it's come apart easily, I think. Okay, something. Oh. There it goes. Okay. I think the pressure plate, let me see if I can get my fingers on it here. Okay, it looks like it's still in place. Okay, what is holding me up here? All right, cool. All right, so That pressure plate there, you can see it's spring loaded. So I'm gonna try my best to just set it down and let the finger off easily. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna take anything apart any further. So, and let's go and check out the shutter curtain now. So you can see that first curtain there. Here's the second curtain. See the light shining through there. Okay, now let's also wind it up. And I can see some here as well. And there's the big cluster right there. That's off. On. There's one small one here as well. Alright, so there's some over here. That's the main spot right there. And you can tell it looks exactly like it did in the picture as well. Unfortunately, it's going to actually take me a couple days because I think this takes a bit of time to dry. But then I'm going to have to, of course, let it completely dry before I do the secondary curtain. I'm also wondering if I should just try to do it in the back so that you don't see it. You probably still will. It probably will leak through. I want to get as little as possible just because I have no idea how much this is going to stretch, and I just don't want to use a lot of it. It's very gooey, like tar. Let's go for it. All right, this makes me a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. I really don't want to do any more of it than I have to. Yeah, I was on the wrong side of it, so let's see what it does right here. Oh, the light just disappeared. And I'm right over the light. I don't see any light coming through there at all right now. So that's awesome. I do see a little right here I need to get to. And I did get a little bit on the metal right here, so I'm going to go ahead and wipe that down. And right here as well. And I don't see any pinholes there whatsoever. So if I start to move my light out from underneath, nope, no light leaks at all right there. Do you see a little bit of dirt and grime in here? So I'm going to blow all these nasties out of here. I don't know if you guys can see this, the grime in here or not. Fully cures within 24 hours, so. And I just kind of worked it around in here to get all the little nasties that don't want to come out here. Pretty much just wiping everything down, getting all the little dirt and grime out of there. I just saw a little sliver of something, and I went ahead and retrieved it, and it's a piece of broken film. I have no idea how long that's been in there. If you're not aware, on these particular cameras, you have to trim the film to be able to put it in the camera properly. I can't move the frame counter right here. It won't rotate at all. It's just stuck. It just tends to ride with the rewind knob here, or the shutter winder. So you can see it rewinds with it, but it's not, you cannot move it. So I'm thinking something's going on underneath there. It's not seated properly or something. So let's go ahead and remove this. All right, I'm not going to take it all the way off. I'm just going to loosen it a couple turns. And then, yeah, see, both are unscrewing. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Seems to be getting stiff. That's a little worrisome. Here, let me go ahead and take this out just a little bit further. Any more, it's going to fall out. Okay, it's worrying me just getting that tight. Now this whole piece right here is a little loose. I don't like the way that feels, to be honest. Seemed like it was loosening up there. I'm going to go ahead and pull this all the way out. Hopefully it's not a mistake doing that, but we're going to find out together what's going on here. Okay, I think that's supposed to be on there. That's like maybe a tension spring. So you probably just go until you reach friction with that and then tighten up your set screw there. I'm really not sure what the best thing to use is, but I'm going to go ahead and try. And I don't want to submerge it just because I don't know how the material is going to react. So I guess I'll see as I'm trying to clean it off here.
I really don't want to take off any of the numbering. Well, I guess we could just redo it. Well, even if I end up breaking the camera, I'll be learning a lot here, so I'll know how to perhaps service them in the future, or at least make sure I can keep mine going.
Okay. The threads still look fine. So you can just clean up underneath here too. You get that little pointer error right there. I don't know if the rubbing alcohol do anything to the paint, but I'm gonna try it anyways. If it rubs off the paint, I guess I'll just have some brassing going on. Got like a drop of oil on it. And I'm gonna put it right here. Well, now from my perspective, you definitely don't ever want to use too much lubrication because it's like a magnet for dirt and grime. So I'm trying to keep that in mind. And I've seen when people service watches, they apply with like little tiny needles or whatever. It may not be just a sewing needle like that, but that's where I got the idea from. So let's put this on. See, that should pivot on there good. Okay. So we can freely spin it. So what I'm thinking is either the friction amount underneath that copper was just too much for it, or that this friction spring right here was just down too tight. So I don't think we need any oil in this, but I'm just going to put just a dab right here. So let's just go ahead and put it on there. Okay, I can feel it wants to be tight right there, just where the threads are kind of messed up. Let me see. Okay, I can turn it there. Still there. Okay, right there where it starts to get hard, but you can still move it. If you get too tight, of course, it's just not going to spin at all. I mean, I couldn't move it at all like that before independently, so probably fine. I'm going to go ahead and just snug this up and give it a test. Guys, if you do this to your camera, please just know that you're doing it at your own risk. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've just always been able to take things apart and fix it. I was a mechanic at one point in my life, but it's been a long time. Okay, I think I'm going to try to get some down in here too. That actually feels like it may have done something there. Same thing with where this little pin right here pops out of there. All right, what I'm going to do is just try to hold the shutter up here. Just put a little drop in there, and hopefully that will hit somewhere in there needed. Okay, I also see another little pivot pin popping up right here. That comes out, not just here, but here as well. I'm just going to push the shutter down and give it a little, go and activate it a couple times. On 500, let's go down to 160th and see what happens here. I don't want to get oil on the curtain, but these pieces of the curtain is what looks just super difficult. I'm hoping that I don't have to change them out, because that repair is going to be a lot harder, I think. Not to mention I would not know where to source any of the shutter curtain material itself, if they even make it. And I'm not sure if I should put anything down here. I don't want to put it in the gears themselves, just where the gears have to pivot through the metal itself, but not where the gears interact with each other, if that makes sense. That's my thought process anyways. I could be wrong. Same thing like down here, since I don't have the top off, I'm going to see if maybe I can get something to just kind of lead back over in there. Or the rangefinder coupler here pivots. See if I can get a little drop right here. A lot of play in there, and it moves freely, but let me go ahead and put one drop in it. Okay, there. I don't see anything else I can really get to, so that might be it. Okay. Let's see see what it's doing here. I felt something just move. That pivots it down so these gears disengage. So that's all that does. That's cool. Okay. So when you're winding here, this gear and this gear right here meet, then that engages the other gear. So to be able to rewind it, disengage the gears, and now we can freely pull the film back. Huh. Okay, that's simple enough. I'm gonna go ahead and put one little drop in there too. Don't think it's really necessary, but I'm gonna do it anyways. All right there. All right, so I think we got the light leak stopped and the camera seems to be functioning. And the film counter now works. Like say we just loaded the film. We could take and pivot this now. Oh, that's so much better. Right here, this pressure plate that holds the film. So we're gonna have to hold that in place while we feed this back in here. What I'm gonna do is I'm trying to hold this in bulb position just so I can see this. And then maybe transfer my hand here. And also the range finder coupler there. Okay, I'm thinking that might be, it's close. Not sure what's stopping the camera up. Oh, there we go. Went together like butter right there. Okay, so, all right, this makes me feel a little better. I'm gonna be fired off at every step of the way here. Holding open. I should have cleaned off that pressure plate, I'm thinking. I cleaned off the pressure plate with some rubbing alcohol as well, and then went along and got that green funk off, kind of like we see right here. Right now there's no screws in or anything like that. I would say the main thing is when you're putting on the case here, the body, to make sure that you push this coupler down here. I'm going to call it the rangefinder coupler. I'm not sure what the correct name is for it. And also that the pressure plate stays in place, which it is, and you can see it when you've got it on bulb mode. So let's go ahead and turn it here. Just that little bit of lube right there on this made this much more enjoyable to use here. But so there's a pressure plate right there. You can see it's still centered off right there, so that's good. Okay, so right now there's no other screws or anything in it. I'm going to go ahead and put this one in here just to keep it retained, and then I'm going to try to battle the shims. Make sure it's all right. Okay, so there it goes. Okay, so that one, beware of that one because I didn't see it and it got me. It took me a few minutes to figure it out. But after everything here, I'm just going to function test it one more time. Still in bulb mode. I'm glad I opened it up because now I've got a better understanding of the operation of the camera. There are some things that are easier than I thought it would be, and then there are a couple components that I think look a little more complicated than I assumed. Like the way the shutter curtain works, definitely the most complex part on the camera, other than, like I said, maybe than the rangefinder, which I didn't get in there, which I'm sure is pretty complicated. But now I can move my film counter here, which is good. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but to the best of my ability, I'm going to try to keep them stacked in the same orientation, which is already falling apart. I kind of got two of these. I know where they go. Here's one piece of it right here just to show you. And they're going to have to be in there properly so they can actually go through the bolt holes here. But I want to keep them stacked in the right orientation. Man, it just wants to fall apart as soon as you touch it. There's another one right here. So I might just have to go piece by piece, man. Before I can really even do that, I'm going to need to put this piece here. So it's right here. Yep. Okay, I can see the bolt holes aligned right there. I think I'm going to do is just walk them down and try to keep them in position one at a time if I can. Here. See, I try to get near it with a screwdriver and then it's picking all of them up. Then we have one that looks like it's full here. Complete, so I'm just going to have to do this in opposite order here. So this would go here. So this right here looks like it's going to go right here. you can see by the holes right here, at least to this level, I think the top ones are going to be the hardest. Since these are all 4-rings, just put that one right there. And then this is the bottom one, so this is the last one. So this one will go on here. And trying to keep all these positioned without them moving around is going to be a bit of a pain too. Then this one I just put. So it looks like not only a spacing, I don't know if they're bringing it out to match the spacing of this or not, but the fact that you've got some smaller pieces tells me that the lens is going to have to be, you know, leveled off just right. All right, then this one here. Sorry I'm covering it up, but all I'm doing is trying to line these bolt holes. Yep, you can see where the marks are. Okay, I think I'm close. I think I'm very close actually. I can keep them from pivoting. Okay, there we go. I think this is right. And then we got that one tiny one right here. I should have probably tried to put those on the ring and then put them in there. Okay. Well, I got this on, so if I can just simply maneuver these around a little bit. That one feels clear. Oh my God, did I get lucky? Did I freaking get lucky? I may have gotten lucky, guys. There's a bolt behind here I need to put in before I put this in. Crap. Okay. I thought that was going to be the hardest part, but 2 times and it's went through. As long as the bolts go through, I think it will be okay. All right, so let me stick these in here just real quick. Try to get 1 or 2 started, just so we have no movement here. And yes, all these are the same length. They appear to be going down through by hand, so should be good. Okay, I can feel that one's got a bite. Oh my goodness, yes, yes, yes. Okay, now clearly can't put these in until I put this back here because that's what retains the nuts for the bolts. Although I'm not blocking the whole thing, but I gotta try to, okay, now I'm close there because I feel it trying to bite it. There we go. Okay, got that side. And this one right here, let's see. I'm just happy to see it back together, so now it's just a matter of throwing a test roll of film through it. All right, so we're in the backyard, just gonna take a couple quick test images. The sun's right there. Let's go ahead and fire off a few shots. And let's head out to the front yard. We're just gonna take a few images going from here over to the sun to see if we see any light leaks. Hopefully it turned out. You guys have seen the images if it has. Other than that, we'll see you next time. I am giving away 3 cameras. All you have to do to be eligible is like and comment in this video. And in the description, you will see a link to the giveaway video. Head on over there and leave a comment. Make sure you use the keyword giveaway in the comments in that video. That's it. You're in it to win.